got this wonderful new thing. I've had my eyes on it for a long time. It's only new into Australia. We bought it straight from the importer. It is a folding stainless steel fire pit that you can use in places where you can't light a fire on the ground. It's 304 stainless steel, imported from China. It comes in a very substantial bag and folds down completely flat, as you can see. I'll take it out of the box and I'll show you how exciting this thing is. Got a little pocket here. You can put things like gloves, matches, fire sticks, all that sort of stuff in there. The bag itself has got 2 handles on it for carrying, very strong and padded as well. And it's some sort of very strong fabric so that any sharp pieces that could be pressing against it while you're traveling aren't going to wear a hole in it and aren't going to damage your barbecue. Now it's essentially a fire pit as well as you can cook with it. Everything you need to light a fire pit and cook your food is in this bag. To start with, we have a metal plate which has clips on it. This protects the ground. And this is an ingenious design. We take our folding barbecue out of it and it has handles on it. And the great part about this base plate is you can put it on rock, you can put it on sand, you could even put it on wet ground if you want to, and it won't interfere with your fire. And you lift up these little latches, just like off a suitcase, put your fire pit in there and that secures it and it can't go anywhere. You can physically carry your fire pit around like that. If it's raining, if it gets windy, if you want to stop smoke from going into your tent, you physically just pick it up with its handles and transport it around. It has little holes on the side of it. If you wanted to, you could put a tent peg on it to make sure that someone doesn't pinch it during the night. It comes with a very substantial steel fire grate. You place that inside your fire pit and you light your fire on top of that. Very well packaged. Okay, now this is a way of holding your grill up. Now, you can have it at this height. You can have it actually at 3 different heights. It locks in. If you want to get closer to your fire, you just take it down to the next level. That's nice and straight. And this very substantial, very strong grate just sits in the top of it like so. You can put a camp oven on top of this. You can cook any amount of sausages. You can make a fry pan on top of it if you want to cook egg. You can even get a different plate and put a separate plate on it if you wanted to. Just a normal metal plate that you can buy from the local barbecue store. If the fire gets a little bit hot, you just lift it up and put it up a little bit higher. Now, how amazing is that? I'm so excited with this fire pit. It's only been brought into Australia in the last fortnight and I'm very excited to show it to you. If you're looking for a gift for Father's Day, that special man in your life, or you just like sitting around enjoying the sunset in front of an open fire in places where you sometimes can't actually light one, you're leaving absolutely no trace with this because you can physically move it around, and when you take it away, when your fire's spent, you simply fold it up, carry ashes to the closest garden, shake them out, unclip it. It only takes seconds to undo. This is the first time I've ever had it out of the bag. And carry it to the car like that. It's 304 grade stainless steel and it's very, very simple to use. I hope you enjoyed this little unboxing of this amazing new stainless steel fire pit and barbecue option. I'm going to show you it lit later on when it gets dark, and I couldn't wait till it got dark anyway. I was just too excited to come and show it to you. But it's very, very, very strong. It's actually quite heavy, but it folds down quite compact, and it'll fit in behind the seat of your ute. Anywhere in your caravan you'll be able to find a place for it. It has good air holes here to draw the air through to light the fire easily, and you can use anything from charcoal to barbecue briquettes to actual wood. One of the wonderful things about this little amazing stainless steel fire pit is you can light it in your backyard and it won't destroy the grass. The grass will be well protected from the heat of the fire. You can toast marshmallows in it. The little height adjustable grid on the top of it actually will enable you to put larger pieces of timber in there, and it'll stop it from falling out. The little metal plate on the bottom is perfect for putting your food on if you're going to use it to grill or to cook on. It's incredibly strong construction, won't warp or be affected by the heat of the fire.
fire, regardless of how hot the fire is. It draws very, very well. I've just lit this with a few sticks. There wasn't even any grass, a little bit of bark, and certainly no fire starters. You can make coals in it, set the grill on top of it, and then pop the coals on top of your camp oven, and you can cook yourself a gorgeous damper in about 15 minutes. There's nothing more relaxing than watching the sun go down in front of the fire near the water. And if you do cook on the grid, just leave the grid on it after you take the food off and let the fire clean the grid for you. It will actually burn all of the excess fat and oils and perhaps little pieces of meat or vegetables that have stuck on the grid, and then you've just got to give it a gentle tap on the ground and any excess ash will just fall off. You don't have to pack it away greasy or dirty. You don't have to worry about ants attacking it. With just a small handful of sticks there, not even a half a bucket full. It's quite a warm fire for half a dozen or so people to sit around. That is incredible. Look how well it's burned. Yeah, it's drawing very well. And the tiny little bits of ash that are spitting out have been caught in that dropping tray. And it's not very smoky, is it? It seems to be completely combusting. So if you're renting and you can't build a fire pit, or the landlord won't let you build a fire pit, there's no reason why you can't still enjoy your backyard by having one of these stainless steel folding fire pits. They fold up to a very small package when not in use. You can slip them behind the back seat of your ute, in the toolbox of your caravan or your camper. Yeah, it is. It's got some nice coals in there now. Look at the heat. Poke those coals down there so you can cook on it. With some heat-proof gloves, you can lift the bridge on the top there. It has 3 adjustable heights, and you put your grill on that and cook to your heart's content. Yep, little pieces of embers that might fall through or ash are just being collected on that plate.
Beautiful there. The coals in there now.
We got these coals in less than 15 minutes. Okay, another thing I forgot to mention about this little amazing fire pit is it doesn't need to be on a dead level surface. You could prop up one corner with a piece of stick or a rock or something, and you can cook quite adequately, even on quite rocky or uneven terrain. It's 304 grade stainless steel, which means it isn't going to rust readily. It's very sturdy, very strong, and if you look after it, you'll have it for many years to come. Now, the little latches on the bottom of it just unclip, and you can see the tiny little bit of ash that has fallen through from last night's fire. Now, time to see if the grass survived. Just lift it up carefully, carry the whole thing away. And apart from being slightly flattened from the weight of it, the grass is in perfect condition. So you can literally light this fire anywhere without fear of damaging your precious turf or lawn. Now, cold ash is quite good for your garden. It's got a lot of stuff in it that's good for the soil. And look how well this is burnt. There's really, the biggest piece in there would be that one there. So it's a very efficient fire pit. And to empty it, we just take it over and shake it into the garden. You see, it's just really, really fine powder. It's almost like it's been cremated. And that leaf has blown in during the morning. Right, so we just remove the grill holder off the top, hold it over, give it a slight tap on the ground, and that'll make sure any excess stuff is already off it. And now we're just going to shake this into the garden. There's the ash plate there, or the base plate. Just tap off the excess and give it a slight brush. And it's ready to pack back into your very substantial carry bag. Just tip it upside down, shake off the excess ash, very little of that. Give it a bit of a brush tidy. You don't have to wash it. And that's ready for repacking. Close your car, just like so. Right, now I'm just going to slip these back into their little plastic covers to protect them, but obviously they're not going to last very long, but it'll also protect the bag a bit as well. So it just slips very easily straight back in. The pit, the height adjustable grill, the charcoal holder, the base plate, and of course this gorgeous grill, which is reinforced all the way through. Don't mind my dirty hands, I'm just picking up a dusty, smoky fire pit. And that goes in too. Now I'm going to put this into a pillowcase for the simple reason that it is going to get a lot more soot and stuff on it, and I don't want it to foul up the inside of the bag because I'll end up with dirty hands every time I want to pack up. And that's a bit of a problem because when you're out in the outback, you don't have the luxury of too much water. Now, it's a very strong bag, as I've already pointed out to you.
A little Velcro tab just clips over like so, holds it all together. 2 of them, so it can't slip out. And there's your carry handle for transporting. Am I impressed with this? My word. You can store your gloves in here, you can store a pot holder, maybe a handle for your camp oven in there, and you're good to go. Really neat and tidy, good colour, so it's not going to get real dirty. I mean, it's going to get dirty, but it's not going to look like it's dirty for a long time. And very, very strong, well padded to protect its contents and anything it may be leaning against. Because if it was to rub against something, say in just a cheap canvas bag or something, it would end up perhaps rubbing a hole in it because whatever it's leaning against will be compromised earlier than your actual fire pit. Everything you see in this bag comes with this fire pit. There are no add-on accessories. There are no expensive things that you have to buy at a later stage just to customise your fire pit. It's all in the bag. If you don't want to cook on it, just take the fire pit and the base plate. You'll halve the weight, you'll halve the size, and you'll still have a perfectly safe, environmentally friendly fire pit, which draws exceptionally well, leaves very little residual ash, doesn't smoke excessively, will make cookable coals in as little as 15 minutes with the right timber, incredibly easy to light, and it doesn't damage the environment. You can make a substantial meal for quite a few people on very limited fuel source. You can use briquettes, you can use coal, you can use pine cones, just little sticks like we've shown you here, or even chopped up timber. I hope you enjoyed this little demonstration unboxing of this amazing stainless steel folding fire pit. It's a fraction of the price of its competitors. It's supplied here in Australia by Jim. I'll leave a link to Jim's website below if you want to go and check it out. And thank you very much for watching. If you want to be your dad's favourite kid, buy one of these for Father's Day.